Been around for quite some time now, and as I am seeing her week after week, a lot of enthusiasm and interest, and I also got to hear her a couple of times during the table topic session, and she is a very accomplished speaker already. She came into Toastmasters through Speechcraft program. She is an engineering student, and she is a welcome addition to our club. Let us put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Shiksha.
Do not go where a path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Because for everything you've missed, you've always gained something else. Good evening, Mr. Toastmaster, coordinators and fellow Toastmasters. Have you realized when you set upon a journey, it could be any sort of journey, a trip to some distant place, anything, things happen. A lot of things happen, but the catch is when you least expect it to. That reminds me of my very recent trip to Mysore. Well, it wasn't exactly a trip, more like a moonlight trek to those famous Kunti Betta hills. Little did I know that this innocent trek of mine would turn out to be like a trip to hell and back. A warm summer's evening, the 15th of April 2011, when 15 of us cousins set off in cars, jeeps and whatnot. But who cared? Our idea was just to have pure fun. And so we zoomed out into the streets of Bangalore towards Nice Road. And I remember distinctly putting my head out of the window and screaming my lungs out. The whole idea was to basically release that energy which had curbed within me for so long. At around 7, we stopped at a McDonald's to satiate ourselves, and I remember we were arguing, we were having this stupid debate on whether Mahesh Bhupati and Lara Datta were still a couple and who the hottest model in B-Town was. Anyways, after about 45 minutes, we set off towards Pandavpur and Srirangapatna. We reached the hills at around 11 at night. Well, this might seem strange, it did seem strange to me. Exactly opposite the hills was this small temple, and there were these very weird people. They reminded me of the African tribals. They looked very intimidating. They were doing this weird jink around the small statue, like that. And then, anyways, that aside, the hills, completely different from what I had in mind. This was absolutely bare, no trees or grass, nothing to hold on to, and pitch dark. The 15 of us started on, and somewhere in between, it was a tough climb, somewhere in between 5 cousins just dropped out. I guess the fatigue got to them. Well, 4 girls and 6 guys, we continued towards the top. There's nothing we could do. Barely had we settled down on top where we heard voices, loud voices swearing in Kannada, getting louder as the seconds ticked by. Well, we had allotted ourselves a spot, but under the circumstances we thought better and moved. There was no choice. And I remember staying silent and hoping and praying that whoever they were wouldn't find us. But I'll tell you something, on top of a hill with no phone network and nobody around, anything can happen, and I really mean anything. And like I said, the worst happens when you least expect it to. And these people found us. There were 20 of them holding swords and whatnot. Well, not exactly swords but daggers, but still, against 10 of us. And the first things they spoke to us were about murders that happened in the mountains that nobody got to know of. There was this one goon who pointed at the 4 of us girls, and instantly we were cornered by at least a dozen men. They started shooting random questions at us. First our names, somebody was like, Lo, Nino Hesarenu, and we were like, Lakshmi, Someshwari. Well, we were desperate, names that would help us blend in with them, with the localites I mean. And tempers flared when one of us was jabbed hard with a torch, like that, really hard. The fight almost got physical, but luckily it cooled down as soon as it had started. They soon left, threatening us with dire consequences. God alone knows what we had done. but then we were pretty happy. Luckily, the night went on peacefully. I didn't sleep a wink, and I doubt anybody else did, but nobody was really man enough to admit it. Soon in the morning, we started off slipping, sliding, and rolling off edges. We made it to the bottom, and soon we were headed back home. Really, this is one journey I will never be able to forget. Perhaps in the future I shall look back and grin a little. After all, it is the past, and the past is history. And for now, let's just keep it in its rightful place. Over to you, Toastmaster.